Hi, my name is JC Bowe, and for my career profile for this first one that we're doing, I decided to concentrate on child advocacy and specifically working within the courts to advocate for children. So the first thing that they asked us about was the working environment. Most of these jobs are held under CASATs, CASA, and it stands for Child Appointed Special Advocates. And it's a very large organization. It's throughout the nation, and the job, how big the department is you're working in would vary a lot depending on what state you're in and what county. But this is a large organization, and most of the work for child advocacy would be done within the court system. So a lot of the work would be a 9-to-5 weekday, holidays off job. But there's also a lot of research and work that's involved working with these children after hours too. So I think it would really depend on each case and what you're doing. Each time your hours would differ a lot. Typical stressors in this career. This is a career that could potentially have a lot of stress. You're dealing with children who are coming from not the most ideal family situations. There's a lot of abuse and neglect and abandonment, and I imagine the children may be having a very difficult time at times. They may lash out against you or those around them. So this is a job that you'd have to deal with a lot of potential hard situations, but I think there would be a lot of reward in being able to help some of these children that don't have a voice to speak for themselves. Typical benefits, again, this varies a lot by exactly what job you have in this area and what area you're working in. But from what I could see, typical benefits offered are most have insurance with medical and dental. Most include a 401k plan, and most have paid leave for sick days and holiday time. Common job tasks during this job. So the most common thing that you'll do as a child advocate working in the court system would be to work with each individual child, and it will be different for each case that you're working on. So some of the things that I got, that you would be speaking with the child on a regular basis and spending time doing interviews with their family and friends. You'd also consult with their teachers and physicians as needed to see what kind of help and what the situation is that they're viewing. You also keep track of things like medical history, psychiatric records, and academic progress. And in some cases, you're even required to go in and observe the child in different social situations to see how they're doing and how their development is going and how they are reacting in different situations to see what their needs may be. So your job doing this is to determine the best interests of the child, what services could be of the most benefit to them and their family. We're looking to make the situation better that they're in and somehow help them to be in a better, safer environment. Detailed records have to be kept for each child and with each case, and all of these records have to be submitted to the courts 2 weeks before each case is heard. And sometimes after even the court case is done, it's determined by a judge or by others in that area that the child still needs continued assistance after everything else has been done. And so it may be the advocate's job to help the family to enroll and find services that will be beneficial to them at this time. The education requirements for this, it said salaried advocates are trained social workers with at least a bachelor's degree in social worker related field. And then also some states require you to have a license on top of that. The salary range differed a lot too, depending on what your exact position is and where you live, but it seemed starting was around $40,000, and as you had more experience in the field, up to around $65,000. Like I said, I think that could vary a lot depending on the area you're living in and the exact description of your job and what's involved in that. So, all right, thank you very much. Have a good day, everyone.